Most people believe disease happens suddenly, almost randomly. A diagnosis, a breakdown, a hospital visit. But in Chinese medicine, we see disease very differently. It doesn't just appear overnight. It grows silently for years out of stress, tension, poor circulation, shallow breathing, and stuck emotions. That's why the ancient doctor said, if the qi flows, there is no disease. If the qi stops, disease arises. And there's one exercise, simple enough for anyone to do, that helps restore that flow of qi, calm your nervous system, and protect your body from almost every chronic disease we see today. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Alex Heyne, board licensed doctor of acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, and author of the health book, Master the Day. Let's jump in. Think about it. Most modern illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, autoimmune problems, even cancer, all share common roots. Inflammation, stress, poor circulation, shallow breathing, an overwhelmed nervous system. And Qigong directly targets these roots. It slows your breath, stimulates your lymphatic system, improves blood flow, lowers your stress hormones like cortisol, and rebalances your immune system. But we say in traditional Chinese medicine, it unblocks qi, nourishes your organs, and balances yin and yang. But the best part is that you don't actually need a gym membership, equipment, or even more than 10 minutes per day. Just your body, your breath, and your awareness. And this is why it's been so highly prized through the centuries in China. Now let's walk through a demo of this Qigong exercise shot as part of my Qigong breathwork challenge. We'll dive in, show you the demo, and I'll see you on the other side. We're going to talk about standing Qigong. Standing Qigong is called Zhanzhuang. It's called universe stance or standing like a tree. And what I'm going to do is just demo it while we're talking about it at the same time. So for universe stance, what I want you to do is you're just going to close your eyes. And again, we're going to adopt a neutral spine here. Remember the same thing from before? The string from the head. Relax the pelvis so you're not feeling an arched back or a hunched back here. And we're relaxing like this, tucking the pelvis, so you shouldn't feel pinching anywhere in your low back. You should feel the weight in your legs here, right, as the primary area where it is. And then from there, what we're going to do is universe stance basically involves you bringing up your hands like this. Standing Qigong is very unique because the entire purpose is to not generate any external movement, but just pay attention to internal movement. So we're going to bring the hands up about shoulder width here, and we're going to have the palms face you. You should feel like you're holding a big beach ball. All right, so beach ball. Imagine the beach ball pressing out, pressing out, pressing out, right? And then just pay attention to where you're feeling discomfort. And then make sure palms facing inward, not flat, inward, thumbs up, right? Again, like you're holding a ball, active, like a kind of active visualization here. And then you want to drop your shoulders and make sure we go back to the core posture. And we're standing here like this. So as we're doing this, and you're hearing the birds singing around me, start by just paying attention to your breathing and your shoulders. So we're slowing the breathing. Lengthen the breath. I'm paying attention to tension in my neck, in my jaw. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm paying attention to any urge to fidget, right? Fidgeting hands, fidgeting shoulders. We're feeling the beach ball still, right? I'm feeling that active resistance as if there's a ball here pushing out. And I'm paying attention to the shoulders. Feeling the warmth in the hands here. I'm just listening to the birds around me, the bees. Sinking the shoulders. You might notice them burning a little bit now. So we're paying attention to the head from the string, neutral pelvis, deeper, more rhythmic breathing, lengthening the breathing, improving the breathing. Don't let the burning in the shoulders worry you. And the goal here is to minimize any external movement, no fidgeting, don't move at all. And lengthen the breath more and more and more. And when you're ready, you can bring the arms down, shake them out, and just relax. Now, so many people I see are burned out. They're exhausted, wired but tired, they can't sleep, they're anxious, and yet strangely, their labs come back normal. But here's the wild part. In traditional Chinese medicine, we've been describing this exact pattern for over 2,000 years. And that's why I'm hosting a free, one-time online live event called The Lost Chinese Practices, quietly helping people conquer chronic burnout and chronic fatigue. It's the link right below this video to register. It's coming up in a few weeks. And if you're feeling this way, you don't want to miss it. I'm going to be live with Q&A. Come, bring all your questions. I would love to see you live there. When I first learned this exercise, my teacher told me, if you practice this daily, you will change the destiny of your health. And at first, I didn't really believe him, but then I started seeing it in my patients. The ones in a workshop I demoed who practiced Qigong weren't just calmer, their blood pressure dropped, their sleep improved, and their anxiety faded. They caught fewer colds, and ultimately they ended up aging differently. And modern studies now show that Qigong lowers inflammatory markers, improves your heart function, even helps regulate your blood sugar. In other words, the exact same chronic diseases that affect 9 out of 10 people in the modern world. Now, Qigong was one of 4 or 5 daily practices I started doing to recover from my own severe burnout and chronic fatigue. After my 3rd or 4th year of my medical program, I'd been working while going to school doing a doctorate, and ultimately I had burned out quite severely. I had heart palpitations daily for 5 years. I developed severe insomnia, anxiety, and a feeling of my body trembling and shaking that lasted literally years. I developed chronic headaches, indigestion. What I didn't have enough medical skill to know at the time was that I was dealing with a severe form of burnout. Now, a lot of my patients come in to see me for this. They think it's just anxiety, or it's just fatigue, or it's just brain fog. But what they don't know is that they've been burned out for quite a long time. And if you treat the pattern, burnout, half a dozen symptoms will go away. In this live workshop, I'm going to be sharing my story, the practices I would recommend, herbs, vitamins, minerals, Qigong, Chinese medicine practices, and how we view burnout and chronic fatigue east versus west. So there's a link below this video to register. I would love to see you in there. And of course, it is live, so bring your Q&A, just come say hi. Wherever you are, I would love to see you there. Now, I'm a fan of this sort of theme of, when people ask me, Dr. Hein, in my practice, what are the most important things to avoid getting sick and avoid diseases? Well, I've put together a related video right here, how to avoid most diseases with the 3 most common daily practices I recommend.